Hi and welcome to another Cora and Explorer video. My name's Keith and Cora is my golden doodle who's pulling away at the moment. Today, if I can get this dog back, I wanted to just talk about water filters. I've become aware of a new water filter out there that seems to be, when you look at the spec, much better than what I've been using. I'll tell you a little bit about my water filter history, so to speak. Now, I started off by using a Soya Squeeze Mini, and I'll just show you one. So this here is the Soya Squeeze Mini. It's very compact and it uses little tubes with micro pores in, which removes the bacteria. However, what it doesn't do is remove viruses or chemicals or heavy metals. So if you're filtering reasonably kind of clean sourced water, maybe from a stream which is quite high up in the hills, or from a mountain tarn, I think it's pretty good. I was always disappointed with the bit of a faff with it really, and the flow rate. I'll just show you what I mean by being a bit of a faff. So this is the bag that comes with the Soya Squeeze, and you will have seen me filling it with water. What you do is you take the cap off and you screw the water filter onto the bag, and you have to remove the cap. Covers the end of the filter, and well, as it says, you squeeze. Now, as you can see, the flow rate is really quite slow. But having said that, if you need fresh water, it's only going to be a few minutes, and if you're well camping, you're not in a rush, it's not too bad. But personally, I found it a little bit on the frustrating side. So what I did, I moved to a different water filter. And this is it. It's the Katadyn BeFree. Now this is just a bag. You reach in, fill it, it's got a really big opening on it, screw your filter into the top, and that's it. And the filter has actually got a little cap on it, so you can drink directly from it. Now the flow rate, as you can see, is much better. I mean, that's tremendous compared to the Soya. It's much better. Very convenient, because when it's empty it rolls down to a little bag at the bottom really, and I've loved this. I have had one or two problems with it. If you leave it to dry out, it can stop filtering, and you need to leave it to soak overnight in water. Now I forgot about this on a trip, and I took it out with me, and unfortunately I couldn't filter, so I ended up boiling water, which wasn't the end of the world, but it was an inconvenience. Now, the drawback with both of those filters that use the tubules and the micropores is that they only remove bacteria. And I've been thinking about getting one of the much more expensive water filters that removes the viruses and heavy metals, but I'll be honest, it's a little bit out of my price range. You're talking about £100 for one. But I was watching a video on YouTube from Stephen J. Reed, and I'll put a little link up here somewhere to his channel, when he was reviewing a new type of water filter that uses the same technology as the very expensive ones, and I think it's activated charcoal as the main sort of part of the filter. So I've got one, and I got the smaller size here, and it's called Pure Clear. They're made in the UK. By what I think is a reasonably new company, but the filter in this removes 99% of bacteria, or 99.9 I think it is. It removes viruses, it removes heavy metals, it removes trace of chemicals, and it also, which is very different, it removes any sort of nasty taste from the water, so it makes the water much more drinkable. Now I've not used this, I've just literally sat here at this lake and filled it with water, so I've no idea what the flow rate is like. It seems it has a little seal in the top for it. So let's see. Turn it upside down and see if we can use it. Maybe I can't, I don't know. Let's see. Ah, it's got a locking system, right? Push-pull locking system. I was going to look quite bad there. Wow, okay. So that's great. That's a really good flow rate. Really impressed with that. That tastes okay as well. It just tastes like clean fresh water. I wouldn't drink the water from this lake from my other filters because it's low level. It could have traces of chemicals in it. There's farmland around here. There's lots of birds. It's a nature reserve, so you're going to have all the kind of bird scat in there as well. But I'm happy to use this filter here because it takes out the viruses as well. You know, and the chemicals in there, the heavy metals. So this is the one I'm going to be using from now on. It sounds perfect, doesn't it? The price is similar to that with the tubules, but there is a drawback. They all have limited lives in terms of how long the filters last, but I think this is slightly shorter than the likes of the tubular ones. This will give you 200 litres, whereas I think the Soy Squeeze and the Katadyn will give you at least 1,000 litres. I'm not 100% sure, so I'll check my figures and have a little look. But yeah, I'm really impressed by this. This is a perfect size if you're doing a bit of trail running as well, because it'll go in your pack, and I like it. I'll leave a link on for all of the filters that I've put on. I've not really used this, well, I haven't used it. This is the first time I've ever had it out and had a taste of the water. But I'm going to take this on the Pennine Way in a few weeks with me. And I'll also take a little water carrier, so if I'm in camp I can fill me water cell, I think it's called, and just have enough fresh water so I'm not going back and forth to the source. But yeah, first impressions are very good with this, and I really do like the idea of the water being properly clean. What I don't want to do, particularly on the long distance hikes, is get an upset stomach or vomit and diarrhea. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been informative to you. If it has, please click a like, leave a comment if you want, and if you would subscribe, I would be very honoured. But for now, I'm going to keep on with my walk with Cora and her little mate, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra for now.